I just filmed this entire video and it turned out my mic was unplugged the whole time. So I have to refilm it. Look at him. He doesn't even know that his mic's unplugged. He thinks he's talking to someone right now. YouTube. YouTube is one of the longest lasting platforms in the world. It's been around for a long time and I've been posting videos for a long time. Ever since 2019 or like 2020, whenever I first got my first laptop, I've been uploading on YouTube as long as I've been able to. I've had about 4 channels. I made a weird channel with my friend.
Hello, and thank you. Hello, yo, it's Wyatt here. We got like 2 whole subscribers,
We got
bro.
8.
I had like a weird fake how-to basic terrible channel. And then I also had like a Minecraft channel where I made Minecraft videos with my friends. Okay, so here we are in servers. If my mic sounds a little bit different, then you know. Got about 1 view per video, and the rest were me refreshing the page, trying to pretend like I had a lot of views to my friends. It's a weird time in my life. But I've uploaded probably hundreds and hundreds of videos on this platform. I've spent probably thousands of hours editing and filming all these videos. And guess how much money I've made? $0. I haven't made a single penny making videos in this platform the entire time I've been on it. I've been on it for, what is that, 7 years, 6 years? And I will continue to not make money for a long time, I think. Unless we pull a miracle out of the bag and I get monetized before February 1st, 2027. And it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Because of YouTube's new amazing update. Yeah, YouTube! Yeah! They doubled the requirements on watch hours that I have to get if I ever want to make money on YouTube. They doubled the amount of shorts views. People who make shorts content, they've doubled that too. You have to get 20 million shorts views or something in 3 months, which is insane. People who have always regularly made money uploading YouTube shorts and stuff, they don't even make that many views to that now people have to make to get monetized. I don't know whose idea this was at YouTube headquarters, but they need to be absolutely fired and burned because they are absolutely just ruining their platform for people like me. And I'll get into that. So YouTube has been doing this huge push. They've been trying to do a big AI crackdown, and their method for doing this was doubling the requirements to get, eligible to make money on AdSense on YouTube. They doubled it from 4,000 watch hours all the way to 8,000 in hopes that, bots and stuff, it would be harder and harder for them to, get monetized and actually make back money for making their AI content. But I fully believe that that is just not going to do anything. I fully believe this is just encouragement. It's incentivizing people to make more and more AI videos, more and more AI slops, so they do hit that 8,000 watch hours faster, and so they do make more and more money. So for small YouTubers and creators like myself, it's weird calling myself a YouTuber. I don't really feel like I'm a YouTuber at all, but I guess I post videos and stuff, so I guess you can call me that. But, smaller channels and stuff like mine, we are more and more pushed to create worse and worse content, more and more slop content, and it incentivizes, more and more AI use instead of, mitigating it. Because how in the world is a small creator supposed to make as many videos as someone who's just pumping and dumping thousands of AI videos a day, getting as many views as possible, as many watch hours as possible? How is the regular person supposed to compete with something like that? They're not going to. That's the thing. So through this update, I fully believe that more and more AI videos are going to pop up, more and more trash content's going to pop up, and people like me are going to fade out more and more. I'm going to continue uploading videos, so that's not me saying I'm going to quit or anything. But people are going to obviously be discouraged whenever February 1st happens and they see that little bar that they've almost hit double in size. I think I've been uploading on YouTube for about a year. I think I have 2,200 watch hours. So after a year of work, I'm about, a little bit over halfway there. So if the channel doesn't pop off by February 1st, I'm pretty much screwed. I'm not going to be making any money on YouTube, which is unfortunate, I'd like to have pocket money and stuff. I'm poor. I don't have any money in the bank account. As much as that poster back there inspires me, it's backwards. I'll throw up an image of what that poster is right now. As much as that poster inspires me every single day that I wake up, it's hard for me to get that money. I'm a college student. I don't know if I really talked to you guys about this. You guys don't really know that much about me. But I'm a college student and I don't really have a job right now and I'm trying to find one. It's really hard to get a job. I've applied to like 5 places and I still haven't really heard back. I actually have a pretty good resume and I'm still getting ignored. So the fact I'm still not going to be ever making money on YouTube for the near future, that's pretty discouraging. Anyways, I'm not just going to yap about money. I'm not just going to yap about the 8,000 watch hour requirement and stuff. YouTube actually launched another update like a couple days later. And this update is probably the worst update YouTube has had in its history. Actually, it's the second worst compared to like when they removed the dislike button whenever they got their feelings hurt. Whenever they posted like a YouTube rewind or something and they got like so many dislikes, they were just like, we're getting rid of the dislike button. My feelings are hurt. So they got rid of the dislike button. So that's probably the worst update YouTube has ever had. But now they made an update where every single view will always count on your like YouTube video. And you might be saying like, oh, Mr. Alexander Hicks, my favorite YouTuber. Why is that a bad thing? Why is more views a bad thing? It's a bad thing, Mr. and Mrs. Viewer, because now YouTube is counting the very first frame that plays on your video as a view. And why is that bad, you may say? It's bad because it tanks your average watch time, which will cut down the amount it's recommended to the YouTube homepage, therefore cutting your views down lower than it was before. And if you're asking like, what is average view duration? It's basically just like an average of like how long a viewer watches your video. And before this update, it counted viewers at like the 10-second mark or something. It counted people who actually stayed to watch your video more than like 2 seconds, because people make mistakes. Sometimes you have your cursor go across the YouTube homepage and it auto plays videos like underneath your cursor. Sometimes you accidentally click a video. Sometimes you get clickbaited and you click a video and you're like, oh, I don't really like that. Kind of like how you guys are liking this video. You guys are probably like, oh, I don't really like this guy. This guy's annoying and stupid and ugly and fat. People who click videos and stuff like shouldn't always be counted as views, because whenever there's a horde of people who make mistakes on your video, it'll average, people who stayed for 1 second, 2 seconds into, an average where people stayed for 8 minutes, 10 minutes. And so then that will just be like, oh, people only like this video. They only watch it for about 4 or 5 minutes. Like, YouTube thinks it's not really a good video, so they don't really recommend it to more and more people. So less people will click your video. And then overall, it's a bad thing for the creator. So why would they do this, you might ask? Why would YouTube even do this update then if it sucks so bad? What's the point of, making things overall worse for smaller YouTubers and smaller creators who are trying to make it in this big world? They did it because sponsors will look at, they said they'll look at like the higher view number on your videos and they'll be like, oh, this guy has a lot of traction. This guy looks like a lot of people are watching his video. They said that sponsorships would look at your videos and see more views and be more likely to sponsor you so you can make more money through sponsorships and, different affiliate programs, stuff like that. But this is objectively not true, because first off, I just want to throw this out there. Sponsors are not stupid. They're going to know that the update on August 24th, 2 days after this video is going to be uploaded, they're going to know that on August 24th, views will skyrocket. They'll see a huge jump in views and then they'll be like, why did that happen? Oh, it was the YouTube update. So this guy that I was going to sponsor because it says he has, 5,000 views on all of his videos, I was going to sponsor this guy, but now I want to see his analytics. And then whenever you take a peek into that dude's analytics, you see his, watch time is way lower than he thought. You see that there's not that many comments on his videos. People aren't engaging with his videos because these are people that, scrolled past his video and didn't think 2 thoughts about it. These are people that just like accidentally clicked the video or, clicked the video because they got clickbaited, and their click or view, first frame of the video counts as a view. These people are getting their views inflated by those people. So sponsorships are not just going to be looking at views. They're going to be looking at engagement. They're going to be a lot more skeptical whenever they're, gonna sponsor somebody because now like the viewing system is all out of whack from what it always has been. So it's actually gonna be harder on newer YouTubers who are trying to get sponsors, because now sponsors are gonna be way more skeptical on your analytics. And also that brings me to another issue I want to talk about. Smaller creators are going to spam F4. They're gonna spam refresh on their videos so they get as many views as possible. And do you know what that means? What that Pandora's box opens, that means that view botting services are going to be 5 times like more prevalent, because now they don't have to like have bots watch your video for a certain amount of time. Now they can just spam refresh thousands of times, give you thousands of views who aren't actually views, tank their watch time, and basically destroy their channel from the inside out. Bots are going to be so much more prevalent than they always have been. So in YouTube's future, we're going to see like hundreds and hundreds more of these AI slop channels on top of their view botted content. YouTube is actually just cooking itself. If there is a different uploading site, like if YouTube didn't have such a monopoly on, the video uploading service or whatever, YouTube would probably be left, pretty soon, if there was like a second competitor and they didn't just have a monopoly on everything. If people didn't use YouTube like a Google search 90% of the time, I'm guilty of it too, because what the hell? I'm sick of talking to Gemini on Google. But YouTube's monopoly on, the video uploading service, like long form service, they just basically set the industry standard on like what is good and what is bad, and like what things are, accepted and what things aren't accepted. So who the hell is going to compete against them and like force them to do things in favor of the people? Who's going to compete against them and do things that people actually like? When are they going to realize that their updates are terrible and they're not actually preventing AI, they're encouraging it and pushing smaller creators off the platform? It's silly. It's really silly to me. I'll never understand it. I don't know. YouTube sucks. A lot of things suck. This is just one of those things on top of it. But thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end of this video. I really appreciate the watch time. I needed this, bro. Together, we'll hit 4,000 watch hours before February 1st. And also, I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe, because obviously, like I've talked about it this whole video is about it. I'm a smaller YouTuber and stuff. Like I really benefit a lot from, people subscribing early on. You can claim your OG ticket in the comments if you want to. If you guys want to type, I was here, I was an OG, oh my god. I'm your biggest fan, Mr. Alexander Hicks. I'm your biggest fan. I'd really appreciate that. But anyways, I'll stop yapping. That's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.